Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dependus-Blaney, the podcast where we give you a little true crime and some military information. I am Jen.
And I am Veronica. As always, welcome.
Hi, Veronica.
Hi, Jen. How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Good. You caught me this morning making banana pancakes for my children.
Sounded so delicious.
Yeah, I just kind of scarfed one down really quick. Scarfed down two, actually. And then we're like, let's get recording. Because I have the children here since they're out of school. Mm-hmm. And I also have the husband. He's doing school. And yeah, so I was like threatening everybody. Nobody make a peep. Everybody be quiet. I don't want to hear anything while I'm recording.
Fun, I know.
So
kids.
Hopefully they listen.
Home on summer break.
Jen, thanks for being here today.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Anytime. I'm always here. Except when I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, you can still reach me. But you know how our listeners can reach us? They can email us at dependusblaning@gmail.com or leave us a comment on Facebook, Instagram, or tweet at us on Twitter. Don't forget to rate and subscribe on your favorite listening platforms. Thank you.
Yes, please.
That has been my information for today. Please come back.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for letting everyone know where you can reach us, get at us, and rate us, because it helps us so much in the podcasting world, as you probably know if you're listening to podcasts all the time. It just helps get ourselves out there. It's what we need. And this week, I have a very quick special plug to put in there too, is an author reached out to us. Her name is Athens Pellegrino, and she is the author of a book series called The Military Child Chronicles. Oh. Her first book is called Mission, My First PCS, and it is about the military child experiencing their first relocation. And it's a great kids book, great children's book to read for those young little military kids that, whether you've moved yet or you haven't moved yet, it's a good little story for them to relate to, basically. Difficult. It's always weird. It's different. So, yeah. A little short read for you. A cute little children's book. You can find it on Amazon and the Kindle app. Get at it.
What's the name one more time?
The Military Child Chronicles. Mission, My First PCS.
Wonderful. Go. Amazon right now. Mm-hmm. Get off this podcast. Go order it. And then come back. We'll wait. Great. Glad you're back. From ordering the book.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for your support. So today, Jen, don't have much going on. I will tell you this. Yesterday I made salsa. This has nothing to do with anything in the world that we ever talk about. But I was making salsa, and I cut up jalapenos, and my thumb, my index finger, and my middle finger, and part of my ring finger are still on fire from yesterday at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is now 10:30 a.m. here as we record. How is that possible? How? Somebody explain to me. I've washed my hands many, many a times already, but my fingers are still on fire. Ouch.
Yes, I feel you on that. That has happened to me before too. Did you put your fingers in milk?
I did not.
That's the only thing I can think of, because that helps when you're like have spiciness in your mouth.
Yeah.
Drink some milk and it helps.
Okay. I'm going to try that actually. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know if it'll work or not.
See if my son has a cup of milk real quick and be like, can I just dip my fingers, just the tips, just to see how it feels real quick.
Just a quick dunk.
Yeah, I don't know. They hurt. Like right now holding the microphone, it was hurting. And I was like, what the hell? Why can't they feel very spicy?
Yeah.
And then my other hand's out of commission. and I just don't know what to do anymore.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Perform tasks with my feet? That's not very sanitary.
No.
There's sand on my floor. I didn't Swiffer this morning. There's little bits of sand everywhere. Okay, so this month is Pride Month, so we wanted to talk about that. It's been very difficult finding positive stories in the news lately about that stuff. So I'm just going to put a positive story out there, and then we will be discussing in later episodes things in regards to Pride Month because we support our LGBTQ community. So Here's a feel-good story, though. I have for you the story of Desmond Doss and Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, all right.
Have you heard?
Yes.
So there is a movie out there with Andrew Garfield playing Desmond Doss, and I think the movie does a really good job at portraying him, but I don't think that the story was covered completely, and obviously there's more to it, but it's still an overall really good story. So that's what I will be telling you today. Ready? Get set.
So ready.
Here we go.
Go!
Okay, so Desmond Doss was born in Lynchburg, Virginia, to William Thomas Doss. He was a carpenter, and Bertha Edward Doss, who was a homemaker and occasionally worked at a shoe factory. He was raised as a devout Seventh-day Adventist, and he kept Sabbath in his upbringing. So Adventists abstain from secular work on Saturdays. That's what the keeping Sabbath is. So a typical Seventh-day Adventist Sabbath routine will often begin on like a Friday evening with sundown and worship at home or in church, and then will end on a Saturday sundown as well. He grew up in the Fairview Heights area of Lynchburg, Virginia, alongside his older sister Audrey and younger brother Harold. Doss attended the Park Avenue Seventh-day Adventist Church School until the 8th grade and subsequently found a job at the Lynchburg Lumber Company to support his family during the Great Depression. So prior to World War I, Doss was employed as a joiner at a shipyard in Newport News, Virginia. When Pearl Harbor was attacked, Doss felt he needed to serve his country, so he joined the army despite his religious upbringing, because they did not believe in violence. So he was offered a deferment from the shipyard because of his work, but he was still like, I still want to serve my country. So then he was sent to Fort Jackson in South Carolina for training and with the reactivation of the 77th Infantry Division, which is, they carry firearms, and he's against that stuff. So that's what we're going to go into. When he joined the army, Doss assumed that his classification as a conscientious objector would not require him to carry a gun. Doss wanted to help save lives and not end them. As of luck would have it, he was assigned to an infantry rifle company. He refused to carry a gun. His refusal caused a lot of trouble among his fellow soldiers. They viewed him as a misfit that could possibly put them in harm's way. And then one man in the barracks even warned him, Doss, as soon as we get into combat, I'll make sure you won't come back alive. End quote.
Wow.
His commanding officer also wanted to get rid of Doss, viewing him as a liability more than an asset. Nobody believed a soldier without a weapon was worthwhile. They tried to intimidate him, scold him, assign him extra tough duties, and declared him mentally unfit for the army. They attempted to court-martial him for refusing a direct order to carry a gun, but they failed to find a way to toss him out, and he refused to leave. He believed his duty was to obey God and serve his country, but it had to be in that order. He even had, his commanding officer really tried to kick him out because he was like, this is not going to work out. Like, you're not helpful. You're not an asset. But it didn't work. It didn't work, and they just made his life impossible. So another issue they had with Doss was that he asked for a weekly pass so he could attend church every Saturday. His fellow soldiers, they could not wrap their heads around like his religious practice, some of his fellow soldiers thought it was a convenient way to get out of doing work, much like smoke breaks, I think.
You're not wrong.
So he wasn't in line with the rest of the army in the eyes of his fellow soldiers. So they ostracized him, bullied him, called him awful names, and cursed at him. His commanding officers also didn't make his life any easier. But Doss never wavered and never held a grudge against those that bullied him or questioned his acts. They soon started to admire his quiet persona, actually. With his kind and gentle demeanor, he treated his fellow soldiers when they had blistered feet or fainted from heat strokes. He believed, do to others what you would have them do to you. So he was a firm believer in that. And I think these acts of him just continuing to work, doing his job the way he was supposed to, earned him the respect from his fellow soldiers eventually. So Desmond served in combat on the islands of Guam, Leyte, and Okinawa. In each military operation, he exhibited extraordinary dedication to his fellow men. While others were taking lives, he was busy saving them. Or saving lives, I should say. When the word medic rang out on the battlefield, he never considered his own safety and responded without hesitation. He repeatedly ran into the heat of battle to aid a wounded soldier and carry him back to safety. All this while in the line of fire, crisscrossing the field as bullets flew past him and mortar shells exploded around him. Several times while treating a wounded soldier, Desmond was so close to enemy lines he could hear the whispering of Japanese voices. So this was during the Japanese occupation in the Pacific Theater. So in May 1945, as German troops were surrendering in European theater, Japanese troops were fiercely defending their last man, the only remaining barrier, Okinawa. The men in Desmond's division were repeatedly trying to capture the Maeda escarpment. This is an imposing rock face, a cliff approximately 350-foot high ridge that runs across most of the island of Okinawa. The soldiers called it Hacksaw Ridge. Doss was one of the 3 men who volunteered to go up the ridge and hang the cargo nets. These were the same cargo nets that the men had used to climb down from the army personnel carriers into the landing crafts that brought them ashore. So they hung them from the thing to be able to climb up and down it. So after the company had secured the top of the cliff, the Americans were stunned when suddenly enemy forces rushed them in a counterattack. Officers ordered an immediate retreat. So they had already made it up the ridge.
Yeah.
When they were attacked. So then the officers, like I said, they ordered an immediate retreat. Soldiers rushed to climb back down the steep cliff. They were supposed to retreat the battlefield and rappel down the cliff. All the soldiers started to make their way back, running for their lives, except for one. Less than 1/3 of the men made it back down.
Wow.
The rest lay wounded, scattered across enemy soil. They were either wounded or already dead. Doss disobeyed orders and charged back into the firefight to rescue as many of his men as he could. And he believed he would do this until he either collapsed of exhaustion or died. His iron determination and unwavering courage helped in saving the lives of 75 men. He did so by securing his injured comrades to ropes in order to lower them down to safety. He continued to go into the battlefield to retrieve wounded soldiers. The word medic was the only thing heard among the cries for help among the wounded. This spurred Doss on. He kept repeating to himself, "Lord, please help me get one more. He spent 12 hours up on that ridge rescuing the men, averaging 1 man every 10 minutes.
Wow.
One
Holy
person.
cow.
One person did all this, yeah. Eventually, the Americans took Hacksaw Ridge and Okinawa. Several days later, during an unsuccessful night raid, Desmond was severely wounded. Hiding in a shell hole with 2 riflemen, a Japanese grenade landed at his feet. He tried to kick it out of the way, but it detonated. The explosion sent him flying. The shrapnel tore into his leg and up to his hip. He treated his own wounds as best as he could. While attempting to reach safety, he was hit by a sniper bullet that shattered his arm. His brave actions as a combat medic were done, but not before insisting that his litter bearers take another man first before rescuing him. So as they're trying to rescue him, he is like, put me down. You got to save that person over there.
Wow.
So he put everyone before himself. So wounded and in pain and losing blood, he still put orders ahead of his own safety. He would choose to die so another could live. This was all in the following of his religious upbringing and beliefs. He got out of there, obviously, because he was injured. And he received the Medal of Honor, which is the highest, most prestigious decoration awarded to American soldiers. Desmond also received a Bronze Star for valor with 1 oak leaf cluster, signifying he received 2 Bronze Stars, a Purple Heart with 2 oak leaf clusters, signifying he received 3 Purple Hearts, the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal with 3 Bronze Stars, and Beachhead Arrowhead, signifying he served 4 combat campaigns, including an amphibious landing under combat conditions. The Good Conduct Medal, the American Defense Campaign, and the not-so-common Presidential Unit citation given to the 1st Battalion, 307th Infantry, 77th Infantry Division for securing Hacksaw Ridge. So after the war, Doss initially planned to continue his career in carpentry, but the damage that he had in his arm made it impossible, and so he didn't continue that. And in 1946, he was diagnosed with tuberculosis, which he had contracted on Leyte. Am I saying that right? Leyte? I apologize if I'm not, but I think that's how you say it. I'm just going to go with that. He underwent treatment for 5.5 years, which cost him a lung, 5 ribs, and before being discharged from the hospital in August of 1951, he had 90% disability. So Doss continued to receive treatments from the military, but after an overdose of antibiotics rendered him completely deaf in 1976, he was given 100% disability. He was able to regain his hearing later on with a cochlear implant.
Wow.
And despite his severe injuries, he still managed to raise a family on a small farm in Georgia. He endured a lot. His first wife, Dorothy Pauline Shute, whom he had married in August of 1942, died in a car accident. Unfortunately, he was driving and lost control of the car, and she passed. But she passed in 1991. So Doss went on to marry Frances May Dummin in 1993. And after being hospitalized for difficulty breathing, Doss died on March 23, 2006 at his home in Piedmont, Alabama. He is buried in the National Cemetery in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and his wife, Frances, died 3 years later in 2009 at the Piedmont Health Care Center in Alabama. And he leaves behind an incredible legacy of courage, resilience, and strength that is unmatched to this day. That is the story of Hacksaw Ridge and Desmond Doss,
Wow.
who saved supposedly 75 lives, but it could have been anywhere from 50 to 100.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
I know. Watching
it is.
Watching that movie, well, I just, you're just stunned. It's like, how can one person do all of this? And it's just amazing. I mean, he endured all of the ridicule and the bullying and they're trying to kick him out of the military because he will not hold a gun. And I feel like it's so inspiring to see that he still was able to complete all of that and not even have to touch a gun at all and continue to do that. And it was just amazing that's just amazing.
Yes.
Like speechless,
And the thing is, Jen, too, medics were a target for the Japanese at that time. And I'm sure any time in war, because they're the ones that can help.
Yeah.
So they would have, the medic symbol on their sleeve for their own fellow soldiers. And a lot of times they had to rip it off so they wouldn't be targeted. And he was one of them. And so
Yeah.
he would hear the word medic and he would run to help them. It's said that he may have even helped some injured Japanese soldiers.
I wouldn't be
I don't
surprised.
think he ever, I don't think he ever admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did find wounded soldiers with American dressings on them.
I mean, honestly, how, how deeply religious he was and everything, I wouldn't be surprised that he would want to help everyone in that way. So
yes. And I mean, if he was a conscientious objector, why'd they let him join then? If they were going to give him such a hard time.
Right? I mean, they
some
knew.
People don't need to. Yeah, some people can serve their country in a different way. Like him, he was a medic. He just needed to save the lives. He didn't have to take any.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I feel like if they have that already down, and you know this, there's no need to try to get them to wield a gun anywhere. There's no need. Like, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I understand when you're in battle, you need to have the training. With the gun to protect yourself, but if you're already willing to just not worry about it and just be the medic and help, I mean, why? I don't know why they would give him such a hard time. It just, that part of it made me so sad. So sad watching all of that, because I couldn't believe, I'm like, why didn't you just, you already knew he was this way, why wouldn't you just let it be,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is why I picked this story, is because of him, because of how he saw value in everybody. And he was one different person in a group of people that were, I don't want to say brainwashed.
No, they're all the same.
Trained to be the same.
Yep.
So this one person kind of stands out, and he stands by what he believes, and he gets his job done. So that's why I picked this for this month, even though it doesn't have anything to do with Pride Month. It still kind of rings somewhat similar to what some people have gone through in being ostracized and ridiculed for their lifestyle. I guess not lifestyle, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome. That was
a
very
good
very positive, good story to bring.
Yes. Stand by what you believe.
Yes.
As long as you're not hurting anybody. You're not hurting anybody. And we're changing the world every day.
Yes. That's awesome. Thank you, Veronica.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's what I'm here for. I love it.
One day I'll visit Hacksaw Ridge, hopefully.
Yeah, no. That would be a sight to see.
Yeah.
Oh, just like anywhere, being in Europe and seeing all the different places that they've been, like in France and all that too.
Yes.
Any of that stuff is just, history. When you read about it in school, it's like, oh, why do I have to know all this stuff? But then you remember it as you get older, and you're like, I appreciate it. So it's the thing, is when I was younger, like, I didn't appreciate it because I had to learn it, and I had stupid writings and I don't know what else. My brain was like, I'm not into this kind of stuff. But now I'm older and I appreciate the history behind everything, and actually seeing it, up close is just, it's so, you just see it for what it really is, and it's amazing.
Yeah. I loved it. I loved history. I didn't like the political side of it.
Yeah.
Of learning history, but I loved learning about history. It was definitely, and still continues to be, my favorite topic in school. But I remember when we were in Belgium, we did the Battle of the Bulge, which was during World War II. And we did that trek, and it was like, we did one that was like 11 miles. And we went through like where the foxholes were, and they're still there. Like, it was so cool to just walk through the forest with all the foxholes and seeing, and there was like recreations of some of this, what they would say, some of the campsites or whatever. And it was just like how they lived, and it was really scary. And seeing the pictures of it too, really scary for these very, very young men.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get that they were babies, you know? They were babies, and they just send them out into battle like this, not knowing if they're going to get to come back. And then, of course, when we lived in Guam too, like seeing like the pillboxes on the side of the mountains and stuff, and listening to the stories that the locals had to tell, and that was really, really cool. So I have appreciation for history.
Yes, you do. I love that you have always had an appreciation, because I definitely took it more for granted, just of like, just I like some things.
It already happened.
Yes, I like some things. I will say I like some things in history, learning about them, but I just wasn't a huge fan at the time. And so now I just really, really, really appreciate seeing all that now. Even in the States, when you go and visit, old towns and everything too. I just find it's so fascinating now. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
Well, thank you, Veronica.
So, thank you for listening.
Yes.
Hopefully our listeners enjoyed this awesome story.
Oh, it's very
Feel-good
inspiring.
Story.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right.
What you got for us?
What
you got for us?
Ooh, I like it. Here we go. So like we said, we're it's Pride Month and everything, and I honestly I tried to find something relatable to Pride Month, and I just kept getting a lot of negative things.
Why?
That when I was looking,
Why
when I was
hate
Googling
out there right now?
Yeah, especially now, 2021. Come on, guys, like,
come on.
It's just been, it just, when you're trying to search for something specific and all you're getting is negative, it just really puts a damper on your day. So instead, I went to military.com and was just looking through different articles to see what would be interesting enough to talk about. So what I found is free or almost free stuff for active duty veterans and their families.
Okay.
Yay.
For free!
For free!
We love for free.
Free or almost free, discounted. Still decent. So I wrote down just a few. I'm going to go through them.
Okay.
Go through what I got. So first thing I found was with Major League Baseball. I mean, I think they are at least, right? Miami Marlins. They're...
Who knows?
I'm like looking at it and I'm like,
cares.
Is that a Major League Baseball? Whatever, they're baseball.
Go sports.
So the Miami Marlins offer 2 complimentary tickets on eligible games. You need to show your military ID, and those tickets on the day, they're limited to 250 total free tickets on those game days. So get there early. Here for you.
Get there early.
Get there early.
For the Miami Marlins.
For the Miami Marlins, if they're Major League or not. I mean, baseball games are fun. Popcorn, nachos, hot dogs, beer, water if you don't like beer.
No, I love baseball games.
But
I don't know who the Miami Mackerels are. Marlins. Miami Marlins. Yeah.
I don't either. I'll have to ask Dave now.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's see.
Kyle's a baseball person. Who knows?
I don't know. He would know. So, let's see. So, eknowledge.com offers discounted rates for SAT and ACT prep. Woo-hoo.
Oh.
So, if you're in that
Wonderful
realm.
For you college-bound people.
Exactly. Discounted rates to practice for all those needs. MAMA, or Museum of Modern Art in New York City, offers 1 free admission to active duty with your valid ID, as well as free admission for military families with your dependent ID card. So you do not have to be there with your active duty member. You can do it on your own.
1 free admission?
1 free admission. One.
Like a year? Or
oh, no, like
life?
for the day. I don't know. So it didn't specify too. All these things, I will link the military.com article, so you can specifically go and click each one, and it'll take you to like the website too. That will show you more in-depth stuff. It sounded like just like 1 free admission. So if you wanted to go back again, maybe if you're in New York for long periods of time, maybe you can go back again for free.
Okay.
So
Cool.
It didn't sound like, the one per year type of thing. So we'll see. Maybe.
Or once in a lifetime. Take a
Right.
good day. Get there early.
Get there early.
Get there early.
Hey, that's good advice. Okay, so as most of you probably know, maybe newer spouses you don't know, SeaWorld Parks has a program called Waves of Honor, and it includes all of SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, and Sesame Place. Yeah.
Who?
Sesame Place, Busch Gardens, and the SeaWorld Parks are all included in this Waves of Honor program, where they offer active duty reservists and National Guardsmen and up to 3 direct dependents, 1 free admission to any of its amusement parks each year. So you can use it once a year. That's where the 1 a year one comes in.
That's okay. I don't want to go see your poor, beautiful marine life in captivity anyways.
No. I like
Neither do
I don't like that. I like the aquariums. Those are my favorite stuff.
Well, at least they have a bigger enclosure for smaller fish.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can do that. Also, dependents, you can use your ID without having the active duty member present. You can register online and print out your tickets, or you can also do it at the park or at participating MWR offices.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The national parks, around the states, offers a free annual pass for current U.S. military and their dependents, as well as Reserve and National Guard veterans and Gold Star families. So you can get a free annual pass for the entire year.
Yes. That's something that we have taken advantage of when we were in Montana, going to Glacier National Park and Yellowstone as well. Get in for free. And those are some amazing sights. If you want to go see animals out in the wild, go to the national parks.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes. Seriously. Yeah. You can get your
bears, moose.
Oh, God, yes. Buffalo?
Bison.
Yeah.
Buffalo. Yeah. Bison. Yeah, bison, right? That's a buffalo.
Right?
Right?
I think so.
Kyle? Yes,
sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I don't
smaller?
like buffalo meat.
Buffalo. Same thing. They look the same.
I think it's the same. I think it's the exact same animal. Someone tell us. Yeah. A moose and a deer is not the same.
No.
A reindeer and a deer is not the same.
No.
One pulls Santa's sled, the other one
prances around.
Slides on ice. Yeah. And hangs out with skunks and rabbits.
Yes. Becomes friends with the wild. Yes. Yeah, so you can get that. I think you can just go straight to the park. But make sure you check if there's any documents or something you need ahead of time. I know, obviously, your ID. But just some may ID. Require... No, that's it? Just the ID?
Just your ID. Yep, you show up at the park and show them your ID and they hand you your annual pass. That's it.
There you go. Look at that, how easy that is. Take advantage of it.
Totes.
Military One Source offers free tax service. So if you need tax help or organize your taxes to e-file them, Military One Source will help you.
There you go. For first-time people that don't know how to do their taxes.
Oh, yeah. See? It's much needed.
Yes, definitely.
Sierra Resort in Tahoe offers active duty free skiing or riding on Sundays. 1 ticket per person per day. I'm guessing it's like the lift is what I'm assuming.
Can I just go up and down the lift if I don't know how to ski?
You just ride it up and down.
This is free rides. Yeah.
I'm just here for the ride.
I didn't say anything about having to have skis. Yeah, I'm just here for the view.
I'm just here to ride it. I mean, because in Germany, you can ride the Zugspitz. Yeah, I can't say it very well. That's a fun thing to do. You just ride it all the way up, look at the view, and then you ride it all the way down. So this was kind of assuming would be the same, but I don't know. It literally just said riding, and I said, okay, riding. Sounds fun.
Okay. Get there early.
Get there early.
for the free rides. Free gondola rides. No skis necessary.
No skis necessary. Just bring your snow boots.
Yeah. Snacks.
Homewood Mountain Resort in California offers complimentary lift tickets Sunday through Friday on non-holidays with your CAP card. They have a limit of only 15 free tickets for the day, so first come, first serve. Get there early.
Oh, that's not a whole lot.
I know. Hoping not everybody is there at one time.
Get there extra early.
Get there very, very early. Like the day before.
Yeah, stand in line.
Make your own line.
We're no stranger to.
Yeah. Make sure you queue up quick. Make your own line. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Make up your own rules. Just go stand in line anywhere and be like, I just thought I could stand here and see if I can get anything for free. I mean, chances are you're not going to, but it doesn't hurt to just stand in line.
You just never know.
Yeah.
You never know what they can offer you. Just don't know.
Maybe they'll just take pity on you and just give you something, even if it's just a coupon. Here's 10% for next time you come. Right?
Yeah. For your troubles. Here you go.
For your troubles. Here's for your gas money. Get out of here. Shoo.
The 9/11 Memorial Museum, which is in New York City, offers active duty, retired, and 9/11 family members free entry to the museum.
Oh, okay.
Rightfully so. Very good. I've not been to that museum yet, but I have heard it is the most amazing place. Planned for probably half a day.
Kyle is organizing a 9/11 thing here on base. And I was just kind of throwing out ideas for him. Of course, we have to stay in compliance with COVID restrictions and stuff.
Right.
But I was like, it's been 20 years. I was like, you have a shit ton of people in the military that were not born that day.
Yeah.
And that's like crazy to me. It's crazy because we can remember exactly where we were at when it happened.
That's so weird to think about now.
Right?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember exactly where I was when it first happened. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, to think that people were born after that and didn't even know anything about... Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe... Like, that stuff blows my mind because it can't be 20 years already because the 90s were just like 10 years ago still, so...
It feels like it, for sure. It sure as hell dressed like it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. Wow. So really, if you're in the area, especially this year, go to that 9/11 museum. I can't imagine. I bet they 20 years, they probably are doing something extra, you know?
I feel like every year it should be commemorated in
of
some
course.
sort of way.
Yeah.
In order to pay respects to those that we lost. But I guess those years are always a mile, like 5, 10, 15, 20 years like that. And who knows where we're going to be, 50 years down the road.
Mm-hmm.
We're still remembering it like it was yesterday, that it's in our memories burned forever. The people that were there, that experienced it, and then those of us that watched it live on the news or later on during the day. 'Cause I remember watching it live on the news.
Yes.
Like when the first tower hit and they were saying it was an accident, and then all of a sudden you see the second one. It's like, oh shit.
The next one coming in.
Like this was not an accident. I was like, is that going towards the second one? And it just, your mind doesn't, we couldn't understand what was happening.
No. And then you just like can't even imagine. And you're just watching this news coverage of these two burning buildings, and then you just see like specks falling out, and you're like, is that debris? That's not debris.
Yeah. And then the collapse.
So horrible.
And just, and we were on the West Coast, Jen.
Like,
so we were on the other, it was worlds away, like, and we still felt it. So
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Back to where we are here. Let's see. There's a website called Cheryl's Cookies, and they offer
Cookies?
they offer free shipping on gifts to those serving on APO and FPO bases.
What?
Yes. Free
Excuse me while I
shipping.
go sign up.
Free shipping.
What?
Yes. Food.
Let's go
That's
sign
all
up
I care
right
about.
now.
You're
Food.
so lucky. You're so lucky you get an APO address. It's bullshit.
What? Jen, I'm going to send you some, okay?
Bunch of
I'll send them
bullshit.
to you.
Okay, so this one was really cool. I hadn't heard of this, but this is awesome for anyone who has a member that's deployed and coming home soon. Buildasign.com offers free 100% customizable banners for families celebrating a homecoming of a deployed member.
No way.
No code or ID required.
What?
You just pay the shipping cost. That's all they ask. So you just pay for the shipping.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Yes, 100%.
Do you know how many banners I've made by hand with glitter and cutouts?
Right?
Yeah.
And writing and all kinds of shit. Yeah, free.
Yeah. Wow.
Free.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes.
That and the cookies, like, sign me up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of cookies, I have another one. Food related that you'll like. Skipping ahead really quick. Hickory Farms offers free shipping on eligible military gifts to APO, DPO, and FPO addresses.
What?
Yeah. Hickory Farms.
For your hammy needs.
Yes.
For Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Summer sausage love.
What?
Yeah, see?
That's crazy. That's okay.
So awesome.
Sign up for that too.
Yep, I know. It's great. Oh, another school-related. Tutor.com offers homework and studying help for free for Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, National Guard, Reserves, wounded warriors, and even deployed DoD civilian families.
Wonderful.
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
For free.
Yeah. I'm going to tell Kyle right now because he's in school. He just started school again.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
like, here, use this.
If you need help, there it's for free.
Yeah.
Look at that. San Diego Zoo offers discounts every day of the year, including holidays, which is awesome to me because there were so many places that I saw were like, oh, we only offer it on, these certain days.
Excluding holidays.
Yeah, you can't have it on a holiday, and it can't be during peak season, and it can't be doing this. So, yeah, they offer it every single day of the year. Active duty receive a free admission with their CAT card, and military spouses receive a 10% discount off the one-day pass the one-day pass for both the zoo and the safari park with your ID.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yes, pretty awesome. Another program is called Birdies for the Brave, in which the PGA Tour offers free and discounted tickets to select PGA Tour events for veterans, retirees, and active duty.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, so on their, from the military.com site, they'll have a website you can go to that checks, eligibility for events near you, which is cool.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
I know, there's a celebrity tournament. I don't know if it would qualify for that. But there's a celebrity tournament somewhere in, the Sacramento area. Somewhere up there. I've seen Kyle's husband. Kyle's uncle. Sorry. I'm Kyle's husband. No, Kyle's uncle goes to it, every year. And he's always, getting pictures of celebrities and stuff playing golf. So I wonder if that would be part of it. Because I would go to that. I'm not good at golf. I like it. I like playing it when I'm not injured.
Right.
So...
I know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool they offer that. So check out your areas. For those that like Chick-fil-A, at some of the locations, they offer military appreciation nights where military families can receive a free meal off of a limited menu.
Oh. I've never had Chick-fil-A, so I don't really care.
Yeah. It's chicken. But I know some people go crazy.
Give me some... No, I know. I've seen it. Give me some In-N-Out.
Yeah,
Give me In-N-Out burger all day long.
In-N-Out. Ugh. I don't need a discount. I'll go there anyway. I don't care.
I'll pay you twice as much. I don't care. Give me a burger. I miss you. I miss you. In-N-Out Burger.
Ugh, me too. You're making me hungry. I'm so hungry now.
I know. My friend posted a picture of her at In-N-Out Burger the other day, and she was in England with us. And so she just went back to California, and I said, I appreciate you posting this picture. So I'm about to lick the screen.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it right. That's not a double-double, and it's not animal style, and your fries are not animal style. And I see no chocolate shake in this picture. Oh, you're in-and-outing wrong.
You gotta start slow
always
sometimes.
Get animal style.
You gotta start slow.
No, you always get animal style. It's wrong. Always. Animal lovers, animal style lovers unite. Get there early.
Get there early. Okay. Last one. This was another cool website. It's called babiesbrilliant.com. It offers military families a free recordable read to me story. So what you do is you'll email the support side of it, and they will then email you back with a script. You record it, record yourself reading the book, send it in, and then they'll then send the YouTube link to you and your family. They also have
that's sweet.
Kind of like a portable hard drive type too, and if you don't do YouTube or whatnot, so then they can still have that video as well.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
For the babies that miss their mommies and their daddies.
Yes, and so obviously requirements are you have to be a deployed member, deployed at the time. So, but otherwise,
that's really sweet.
I think that's awesome. And there's a few other things too that I didn't mention, but I will put the website up so you can check it out. Those are just some of the things that are offered to us as being part of the military.
Very cool. Lots of free stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of discounted stuff.
Yeah.
Get there early.
Get there early, because you just never know. You'll be in line. You never know. If you're queuing in your own line, you might be, if they offer 250 tickets, you might be 251 and you're just out of luck. So get there early.
You're just SOL. Yeah. You just ruined everybody's day by standing in line. You weren't early enough.
You weren't early enough. Make sure you queue.
Oh, that's really
queue
cool,
early.
Jen. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Lots of free stuff and discounted stuff. So take advantage of that.
Yes.
I will be looking into the cookies.
Yes.
Because that just rings in my heart, and I think cookies are my favorite.
It's a great option, especially for family members back in the States. Like you want to send, your somebody like a gift or for your birthday or something, and just be like, oh, I'll give you these cookies, and oh look, I get free shipping for you. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Okay. That was great, Jen.
Thanks
for
you.
all that info.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, anything else that you would like to share? Any recommendations you have? Anything?
That's all I got for this week. I don't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
Nothing yet. Nothing that great yet.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I haven't, life has just been going on here. Nothing new, really.
Yeah.
Other than what I've already talked about. And then we talked about some shows to watch before we started recording. But really, it's like, when are we going to have time to sit down and watch TV? Now that the kids are out of school, I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't think I was ever able to do that. I just can't sit down and relax.
Right.
Like I have to be moving and doing something, cleaning and putting away laundry, which I'm staring at a basket right now that has a bunch of laundry that needs to get put away in order to empty out the hamper and start all over again.
Start it all over again.
It's the life cycle.
Yes.
It's the life cycle of the laundry cycles.
Never ending.
It just never ends.
Ugh. It never ends.
Yeah. Luckily, I do not have to wash Kyle's uniform. He gets dry clean. He gets it dry cleaned.
That's nice.
The fire department pays for it, which is so nice that I'm not worried about my underwear getting attached to all 5,000 pieces of Velcro on his uniform.
That fucking Velcro.
That's awful.
Oh my God, I know.
Velcro everywhere.
Everywhere. I mean, that's how with Dave's. Like, I do everybody's laundry separately just because I don't know. I'm not a not a very good housewife. I don't separate by colors. I just separate by people.
Jen.
I know.
What?
I haven't had any problems.
What?
It's worked very well for me. And it's been fine.
I mean, if it works for you.
Yeah, so far so
Really?
good. No accidents yet. So, but I
What
just
about your whites?
they go in with everything. It's fine.
Really?
Well, so I don't have a lot of
Jen.
white clothing actually. I will say I have like a 1 or 2 shirts, and my kids don't wear white. So they have, I mean, they could, but they don't with their uniforms, and school's out, so they don't have to worry about that. But I only got them the darker colors anyway. But yeah, just everyone's shit gets all same colors, all the colors together.
I love your system. Maybe I should try that because I wash everything. I wash colors, darks, lights, towels.
Yeah.
Towels and like, yeah. And then like if it's something else like a bath mat and the kitchen mat, I'll wash those separately.
Yeah. Like the sheets and stuff I do separately. The towels they have their own time, and anything like that I try to do separately. But like everybody's clothes, they each have their own hamper, so I just take their hamper and toss it in. There we go.
You're like, fuck it.
And it works. But that's like with Dave's and his all the time when I pull out his stuff from the dryer. All the fucking socks are attached to that fucking Velcro.
The Velcro.
Ah!
Yes.
I'm just like peeling it off constantly. Ugh.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Oh, yeah, I know. I hate it.
So
I
annoying.
hate it. And then, like, if a sock gets attached to it and you peel it off, it, like, leaves this little fuzzy spot
Yes.
on the sock. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Super fun.
I hate Velcro. Velcro should only be on shoes.
Ah. So annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyways, poor son is growing out of everything so fast, so he only has one swimsuit right now.
Yeah.
And he's had to wear it 3 days in a row. I was like, sorry.
Stop growing.
And that thing barely fits him. Just growing so fast.
I know. It happens. Why? Why does it always happen so much? That's why I hate buying
Why
shoes.
does it always happen to me?
I hate buying them shoes because I swear they buy a pair of shoes and within a few weeks they have grown out of them. And they're like, Mom, this shoe is too tight. It hurts my feet. And I'm like, what? These are new.
Stop growing. Yeah, I know. And then let me tell you, the selection at the BX is very slim. For my daughter, they don't have her shoe size ever in anything. Or if they do, it's like a glitter explosion of a shoe.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't need any more distractions. Like I need practical shoes.
Yes.
As cute as these are, I need her to have some cute trainers that she can run around in and get dirty. Just like, what happened to Keds?
Right?
Why did Keds get so expensive all of a sudden?
It's like everybody wants them now. They're trending, so
And
jack up the price.
Converse. How did that happen?
I know.
How did that happen? I paid $20 when I was in high school for a brand new pair of Chuck Taylors, which I still have, by the way. So this was like 1,000 years ago. $20 for a pair of Chuck Taylors.
Yes, I remember those days.
So it's like, why are they like $40 now?
Yeah, that and all the Vans that they have out now too, and
yeah,
like
they're really cute.
It's so frustrating. How expensive.
Yeah. Give us a discount.
No, goodness, help us out here.
Yeah.
I don't care about the oh my god, I was gonna call them Mary Kay. Michael Kors shoes.
The Mary Kay's.
I don't care
Mary
about
Kay
those.
purses.
I don't care about those.
I don't
just
understand
want
that either.
regular shoes. I want inexpensive, reliable shoes. Please.
You know what I want to see on base? A Payless Shoe Store.
Yes.
How about that?
Give
me a Payless.
That would never go out of business on a military base.
Exactly.
Never.
Yeah, bring one of those.
I miss
Get
those.
some kids shoes that actually fit them and will last a long time.
Right?
Partner up with a different company other than Nike and Under Armour. You think I'm gonna fucking buy Under Armour shoes for my child?
No.
Who's probably just gonna jump in puddles and get gum and popsicle all over them?
Mhm.
No.
And grow out of them within
No, those are meant.
a month.
Those are meant for athletes. They're not meant for children bumbling around the playground, stepping on bird poop.
Right?
Yeah.
Who knows what's on the bottom of that shoe?
Snails, that's what it is.
Yes.
My son is such an animal lover, and he feels so guilty every time he accidentally steps on a snail, but it happens because they're everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, we need some more practical shoes.
Yeah.
Who do we talk to? Who do we talk to about all this mess going on? I can tell you right now, we cannot afford the food at the commissary. I went to the commissary again.
No.
Here's my rant about produce. How are we supposed to survive? You know, like Kyle and I can do just fine, right? Because he's good with the finances and he's, we're okay. But like younger people, lower rank people, how are you affording produce for your family?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yes.
Fucking $5 a pound for tomatoes?
I know. I don't get it. Why? And grapes and strawberries? Fuck.
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, I can't afford to give my family that. So then I go over to the shopette and I was like, well, I can't afford to buy healthy calories. I guess I'll just drink my calories. No, can't afford the beer either. I just want a case of Sam Adams. No, it's like fucking bougie ass beer that costs you $23 for a 12-pack. No, thank you.
I know.
I just want beer to drown out my sorrows of I can't afford the produce and now I can't afford the beer. What else? I can't afford the shoes for the children.
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford to live anymore, Jen.
This is fucking
I got here
bullshit.
early. It's not good.
You didn't get there early enough, Veronica. That's what happened. You didn't get there early enough.
I did. I got here early.
No, I wasn't early enough.
I'm still paying full price.
Where was your queue? Were you queuing up properly? Because that also, that'll eliminates
still in
you.
the queue.
You're ineligible
I'm still in the queue.
for the queue.
I'm still in the queue. I'm still on hold. And on top of that, they're charging me 20 cents a minute to hold on the line. That's what's happening. That's what we're at right now. It's very sad. Yep. Everybody feels sorry for me. Okay, Jen. Thank you so much for your information. That was awesome.
Thank you for your awesome story.
Yeah, anytime. That's what we're here for. I'm here to tell you awesome stories. That's all I do. That's all I do. Ever tell awesome stories. Yeah. Once again, for our listeners, if you guys want to reach out, if you have any stories that you want to share with us, or just anything that you want to share with us, issues, complaints, tell us how much produce is in your area. I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
You can do so by emailing us at dependusplaining@gmail.com or leaving some comments on Facebook, Instagram, or tweet us at Twitter on the Twitter. And thanks for listening.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, thank you always for your support and your love and, keeping us going. We appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to, rate and subscribe wherever you're listening, especially Apple Podcasts, because that's our number one that we see you guys are listening from. So hit us up there. That'd be great.
Yes.
And, keep going. We might have a lot of complaints, but it's okay, because that's what we're here for.
You do too.
Yes. You listen to ours, we'll listen to
Don't
yours.
lie.
Bring them. But enjoy your summer break. Happy Pride Month. We love you all so much. And don't forget that wherever you go, there you
Get
are.
there early. There you are. Goodbye.
Get there early. Yes. Get there early.
Or else you're not going to be allowed to go in. You have to pay full price.